Today we're going to focus on the strength of equity markets on Friday and also what we're looking out for this week. Last Friday we saw strength in global equities, predominantly however in US equities, as we saw a noticeable shift in tone from the Federal Reserve, Jay Powell, who's the chair of the US Central Bank. He was talking on Friday to global leaders at Jackson Hole Conference. His messaging had changed from what had predominantly been concerned about inflation to what now appears to be more concerned about the developments in US employment markets. At the start of this month, we saw the latest US jobs data, which was far weaker than initially thought. And we also saw notable revisions for previous months that got markets more hopeful about an interest rate cut in the US in September. Now, the Federal Reserve had been pushing back against this, still concerned about tariffs and how they will influence inflation. But Jay Powell on Friday changed his tone, saying that employment is weakening and therefore suggesting that interest rate cuts will be necessary in September. So equity markets like that, global equities rallied, and it was really the areas of the market that had been underperforming this year, such as small caps, that rallied the most. We also saw bond markets rally, so we saw bond yields lower in government bonds, that is, and we also saw positive returns from corporate bonds. So a great day for multi-asset investors, and especially those that are allocated globally. There are challenges ahead for the Federal Reserve and the hope of an interest rate cut in September. Between now and then, there'll be the latest employment report and jobs report for the month of August. On Friday, we'll get the inflation report for the month of July. Expectations are for inflation to creep a little bit higher again from 2.8% to 2.9%. Any reading above that will really challenge the Federal Reserve and the hope of an interest rate cut. Elsewhere this week, we'll be focusing back on US technology stocks with the world's largest company, Nvidia, reporting their second quarter earnings. They are really at the heart of the AI boom, and really we'll be focusing on how they're navigating the tariff landscape, also the developments within China and how restrictions have been in place, and also just the ongoing capex cycle which continues to dominate technology in general. So a very important update, and we'll keep you up to date by the end of the week. That's all from us today. Thank you for watching.
This video is not a recommendation or personal financial advice. With investing, your capital is at risk. Investments can fluctuate in value and you may get back less than you invest.